Today's topic is regarding clinical study. Clinical trials are a type of research that studies new tests and treatments. People volunteer to take part in clinical trials to test new drugs, devices, therapies, and treatments. A clinical trial compares the effects of one treatment with another. It may involve patients, healthy people, or even both. There are two types of clinical studies. One is observational studies and second is interventional studies or clinical trials. Let's look at the observational studies first. Observational studies involve the systematic, detailed observation of participants. This is done by unobtrusive methods like interviews, checklists, and questionnaires. The purpose of unobtrusive methods is to collect unbiased data without intrusion in someone's daily life. These studies can be done on participants who are a smoker or those who suffer from diabetes or hypertension. Now look at the clinical trials. In clinical trials, the participants are divided into mainly two groups. One is treatment group and other is control group. If the purpose of clinical trial is to test a new treatment, the new treatment is given to the treatment group, whereas control group is given the dummy treatment, also called placebo. But if the clinical trial is to compare the effects of existing and new treatments, then in this case, new treatment will be given to the treatment group and the existing treatment that was used in the past is given to the control group. In both cases, researchers try their best to keep all the conditions same for both the groups. So the only difference between the groups is the treatment type. Participants are randomly allocated to one of the groups, mostly selected by a computer program, is called randomization. The technique used to reduce bias in comparison of treatment outcomes is called blinding, in which nobody knows who's been allocated to receive which treatment. Clinical trials are carefully designed, reviewed, and completed, and need to be approved before they can start. There are four phases of a clinical study. Phase 1 studies usually test new drugs for the first time in a small group of people to assess a safe dosage range and identify side effects. Phase 2 studies test treatments that have been found to be safe in phase 1 but now need a larger group to monitor for any adverse effects. Phase 3 studies are conducted on larger populations and in different regions and even countries that are often the step right before the new treatment is approved. Trials often last a year or more and involve several thousand participants. Phase 4 studies only carried out on the treatments that have passed all the previous stages and have been given marketing licenses. A license means the medicine is available on prescription. It usually takes place after country approval, and there is a need for further testing in a wide population over a longer time frame. In general, clinical studies are designed to add to medical knowledge related to the treatment, diagnosis, and prevention of diseases or conditions. But it is equally important that the trials are ethical and regulated to prevent the harm. For that, a government agency needs to review and authorize it. In the UK, it is called MHRA, Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, whereas in the US, it is known by the FDA, Food and Drug Administration. These organizations are responsible to ensure that medicines, medical equipment, and related material meet applicable standards of safety, quality, efficacy to protect the public health. If you found today's topic interesting and useful, you can like, share, and subscribe with your friends and family. Thanks for watching.